This is your boy RJ Uploads coming at you guys with another video. This one is pertaining to the Motorola Edge Plus 2023 and using this bad boy in 2024. This is going to be a first impressions. I've had this a couple of days now and basically want to tell y'all what you get coming in the box, what the phone feels like in the hand, and basically the stock Motorola OS on this device, which is basically great as always as far as what I've used with my Motorola ThinkPhone. I will consider this device similar to a Pixel device running a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. I won't say that much. It's that stock feeling, but it is fast and fluid. And you get everything you need in the box. For instance, you got a 68 watt fast charging brick. You get your Type-C cable. All your SIM ejector tubes and all that stuff are inside the box. I ain't feel like taking all that out. Just know that it does come with all of that. And like I said, you can get this device in a lot of places right now at a pretty good deal. I know the original starting price is around $700, I think. But I think you're still getting a better deal than what's basically been dropped lately. Not gonna say no names. But anyway, around the hardware, we got curved backside, and the color on this thing is called Interstellar Black. The glass on the back is Gorilla Glass Victus with some type of matte style. I don't even know what to call this, man, but it feels good. And the way it shines, or not shine in a sense, but just has that look to it, man. You just don't want to put anything on it. The sides of the device are all, aluminum? Supposed to be sandblasted aluminum. You got the curved front glass, which goes with the name Edge Plus, but what makes this one a little different to me, and I've had a bunch of curved display phone. This one actually curves across the top, which is unique in a sense that it makes it feel real good in the hand. And you know how people like to clutch their phone, get right there in that divot in the middle of the palm, and it doesn't bother me at all out of the first couple of days. Also, it has dual Dolby stereo system on it. You have your speaker grill, where you're talking to folks and listening, basically right there. You got your top speaker grill going straight out, blasting at the top, which is angled to the left side when you're holding the phone. And you also have your speaker grill at the bottom that's angled more to the right. You got your SIM card holder. I think it's either dual SIM or it's a single SIM with the eSIM support. I know I'm using the eSIM right now on it because I'm with Google Fi. Your USB Type-C 3.2 port on it, so you can hook up monitors to this device as well whenever you need it. But once again, it is a 3.2 Type-C port. You can use monitors on this device with the hookup. The front camera is a 60 megapixel front facing camera. And when I tell you, you can do 4K 30 and 60, 1080p 30, 60, I think 120, 240 on up there. You can do it all. You can do your video camera recording with the cinematography in the background, basically with the blurred background. And that's all that's on the front display. Let me do not disturb on. Find that somewhere in here. There it is. Smooth also. Let me go back here to this back again. Like I said, you got a 50 megapixel ultra wide or just wide camera in the back. You also have a 12 megapixel telephoto. I think it's 3x telephoto zoom, and then I think you also have another 50 megapixel ultra wide camera on the back. So you got 3 cameras that's doing their thing on here, and you can use your micro mode as well on here. It has the dual LED flash on the back as well. Noise canceling mic up top. Got another noise canceling mic at the bottom. Your antenna band lines, 2 on this side. You got 1, 2 on this side, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. This thing gets 5G support, ultra wide bands also. It is unlocked to all carriers. Yeah, that is the lowdown on this thing. It also has a 5,100 milliamp battery, and when I said earlier, it does do 68 watt fast wired charging. It also does 15 watt wireless charging and 5 watt reverse wireless charging, just to put that all out there so the good people in the world will know. Yeah, man, this phone is a beast. The display on this thing gets up to, I think, 17 or 1800 nits brightness. As you can see, the colors pop on this thing. It has a 165 hertz refresh rate display on this bad boy. It's POLED screen also. So look, they threw everything in here. They threw everything in this phone. And unless you want a 5 times telephoto zoom, or what them boys holler scumbag zoom, that's maybe the only big thing that you're missing. But other than that, you got all the features, everything that you need in a device that does not break the bank. And you get what you need in your box, and you're still, quote unquote, saving the world by not putting any plastic in the box. Everything was all paper and be recycled. Yeah, man. This is just a quick overview of this bad boy. I mean, if I need to, I just go into some of the camera modes. You know the Moto features. You got everything you want to see on here. You got swipe to split, personalize your phone. You got your themes. If you want to change them up, these are some that just come straight off with default Moto, Seaway, Honey. I don't know why it's on Merlot, but it is what it is. I'm going to go back to default, leave it to be. You got your fonts, default Android, slab, and square. You got your colors that you can change it up. This is this is a whole setup in the background with all your themes continuously through the phone. From the background, you name it. Change your wallpaper colors, basic colors, themed icons are on. I keep that on for the most part because I like it. You can change your shapes. You got your square, circle, your semicircle with a point, and a rounded off square. And I don't know what that squiggly line is, but it's been on all of them. You got your fingerprint animation, and I've been meaning to change this one. I want it on the chroma dial. I like that better. You got your layout. You can do your 5x6, your 5x5, your 4x6, all the way down to 2x2. Display size and text. You got your font size. I got mine to the bigger way because I'm getting old. On up there, and I like to see what I'm looking at. Your layout. You got your sounds, your peak display, which is on with the battery range, standard, analog. You got your sounds, which I say they're going. I don't know how loud it is. As you can plainly hear. Thing is loud. Top speaker, bottom speaker. Yep. Got your notifications. I'm getting tongue twisted like a son of a gun today. But yeah, you got a bunch of different things you can choose. Ringtones. I'm not.
Hello.
Yeah, that's loud. That's loud. I ain't going back there. You also have your edge lighting. You change it up. I already put it on teal. I like teal with the edge lighting. Alarms, app notifications show at full brightness when the screen is facing down. Only show when the screen is facing down. Yeah, let me click that on. Turn off for a scheduled period. No, I'm good. Basically, you got everything you need right here. Your whole setup. You got swipe down. You got just about all your notification settings in here. You got Android 13, by the way, is still on. It is said it's going to get Android 14 soon, which I believe them. I know Motorola is the A or the MG53 or whatever they want to call it. It's a lower tier Motorola phone. It's already running Android 14, so I'm pretty sure the flagship phones are coming soon. Changed up my button layout down here. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Man, this phone flies. Let me show you what I mean when I said the display gets up to 165 hertz, which I ain't kidding. It's on auto right now, as you can see. Auto 60, 120, 165. And dude, it does make a difference. I just want y'all to know that. This phone is smooth, dude, as you can see. This thing just flies through everything, just rolls. I mean, I just got to give it a moment of silence because I'm going to sit this down and I got to show you. This one does 165. I'm a Motorola ThinkPhone fan / aka lover of this device. And this one, and I thought this one was smooth. I literally thought this was the smoothest phone I was going to get my hands on at 144 hertz. And this one does 165. These are both Motorola phones, mind you. And they putting out stuff like that. And you got other ones locking themselves in at 120 frames per second. Both phones do have a game space. Let me get off of that. Move you out of the way. This ain't your show. This has a game space also, so this should tell you can bump up the performance on when you need it. I'm pretty sure it can handle everything. It's a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. What else do you want from it? This is just me going over a lot of stuff right now. Let me do this. That's the quick shake of your hand. You can change everything you need. You got your photo, you got your video, you got your slow motion, portrait, you got your pro mode and more with the dual capture video, the dual capture, and I'm gonna show it like that. Yeah, that's dual capture video. When you go back to more, you got your scan, you got your ultra res 50 megapixel, you got your night vision, spot color, panorama, time lapse. You get all the things you need to get on this bad boy. Plus, let me show you video and swipe down. These are just about everything you can do in this. You got your torch off, your night vision, you can turn it on and off, your stabilization on, off, or I don't know what that means. Horizon lock, configure for horizon lock. I've never set that up. I don't know what that means. I'll look at it later. You got your mic on or off. You can turn your mic on or off while you're doing it. You got your 9/16 or your full aspect ratio. You got your FHD, 1080p basically, 30 at 60. But you can go higher depending on if you're doing your time lapse or your slow motion. It goes on up. You got your 4K at 4K 30. This is the back screen and 60. Then you got your back screen also doing 8K 30. It's going to do HDR10 off, but you can do 4K 30 with your HDR10 plus on. And also, let me see, while we're looking at that, let me go back in it and shake it one more time. Do it twice, you get to your front-facing camera. This is what I wanted to show you on here as well. You also have 4K 60 with your front-facing camera at 60 megapixels. Let that sink in. 4K 60 on the front-facing camera on this device at this price. You can't even get, and I hate to see it, some of my other phones don't even do this. I mean, it's only a few. So just put that in perspective. Full HD at 30 and 60, 4K at 30 and 60. You got the beauty mode if you think you're gonna look any better, but I actually think, and I mean this front-facing camera is ridiculously good. And for the pictures that I have taken already, the front-facing and back-facing cameras in the rear are all great. And I mean all great. You also can do night vision videos with this phone that I can't do with my Pixel Fold. I don't think it's on my Think phone, but I know it is on this one for sure. So that is also a darn good thing. I'm gonna get out of that. I have to go into more details with some of this stuff. But yeah, man, that was just a quick walkthrough on I did tell y'all this was 8 gigs, 512 gigs of storage. I hope I told y'all that at the beginning. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But yeah, it also has performance mode, which is RAM boost, which I already got it on. RAM boost actually bumped you up, I think 2 or 4 more gigs. It either bumps you up to 10 or 12 gigs of RAM when you turn the performance mode on, which is basically using some of your RAM that's on your phone to make your performance better, which, to be honest, you ain't losing much with 512 gigs of storage. So think about that for a second as well. I got this thing basically right now. I think it's on the November patch. I was told that I should be looking out for the January update, but as of right now, I haven't gotten it. I know it does the bi-monthly on this phone, from what I was also told. But right now, the phone is running smooth, great. As you can see, everything pops. Every daggone thing pops. No matter what I'm doing. You can just swipe in, swipe out. It's a smooth, buttery smooth phone. I mean, one of the best feeling phones, luxury style in hand, that I can promise you that you guys are supposed to get, I think, 4 years of security updates and 3 years of OS updates. So it at least should get Android 16. At least that's what's promised. I don't know how long people hold on to phones anymore. I hold on to them for a while. Even if I don't use them, I just give them to somebody I know, relative, wife, kids. They can always use it. As much RAM and gigabytes that they use putting stuff on their phones, I can always just donate it to somebody that I know and love who needs a phone. But other than that, that's just a quick overview. I will have other reviews out pretty soon involving the camera specs, gaming, you name it. If you can think of anything else that you want me to go over on this phone, leave it in the comment section. This is your boy RJ Uploads, Motorola Edge 2023 Plus, and I'm out.